But we begin tonight with a question. What have elected Democrats, what have they done for you at all, if not lately? Anything? Have they improved your schools? Did they lower your taxes? Did they bring down costs? Did they secure your border? Did they make your country more safe and more secure? Did they put your Social Security, hard-earned money in the lockbox like they promised? Or did they squander your hard-earned tax dollars? Are they robbing your children of their future with nearly $40 trillion in debt? Oh, how's that Obamacare thing working out for you and your family? Did they lift a finger to make any of your lives better? We all know the answer. Of course not. But just look at the effort, the resources they're putting into people that are not American citizens. Just today, delegation, Democrats traveled to Louisiana. In this case, they are begging and pleading for the release of 2 international students that are fighting deportation. Take a look.
When those constitutional protections are eroded, the protections of all of us are eroded.
There's no evidence of finding. There's no evidence of criminal wrongdoing. They've been convicted of no crime. They were just living their lives and making positive contributions in society every single day.
This is not about enforcing the law. This is moving us toward an authoritarian state.
It could be you tomorrow for suffering a miscarriage. It could be you tomorrow for reading a banned book. It could be you tomorrow for practicing diversity, equity, and inclusion. It could be you tomorrow for exercising free speech.
Unless Congress and unless the American people stand up and push back, they will succeed. They will succeed in destroying our democracy. They will succeed in destroying what people all around the world admire about the United States of America.
I reject this draconian vision for this country that Donald Trump has. He is a dictator. And the only way to beat a dictator is with defiance.
All right, this is your modern, radical, extreme Democratic Party. They are literally fighting for the rights of people that are designated gang members. They are, in this case, both international students ordered back to their home countries after the State Department accused them of fomenting anti-American and anti-Semitic rage. In particular, Mahmoud Khalil played a prominent role in the disruptive riots at Columbia University that began right after the October 7th attack. Now, Democrats, this is their next cause celeb. They want him released back into our country to continue his activism. One has to wonder if they even know that Hamas is a designated terrorist organization. Their own charter calls for the destruction of Israel. Now, these same Democrats have never traveled to the Middle East to demand the release of American citizens still being held hostage by Hamas. And these pro-Hamas students, of course, they are now the cause celeb. We saw the same thing with the suspected gang member, wife beater, illegal immigrant, Kilmar Abrego Garcia, Chris Van Hollen. 4 other Democrats. They're traveling all the way to El Salvador for this person. This is what is at the top of their list. But none of them, and we've looked deeply, we cannot find one of them that bothered to pick up a phone and call the family of Maryland, mother of 5, Rachel Morin, or Kayla Hamilton, both Marylanders who were raped and murdered by illegal immigrants from El Salvador. Now, Van Hollen, after a lot of criticism about this, was shamed into releasing a minor short statement about another Maryland mother who was murdered by an illegal immigrant, but then spent the rest of the day, on X, tweeting out about his new BFF, the suspected gang member, human trafficker, wife beater, and illegal immigrant. Apparently, the American people just aren't a top priority for Democrats. And here's yet another example. Democrats in California have granted early release to an illegal immigrant. A guy driving 100 miles an hour, drunk, high, wasted, slammed into a car, killed 2 19-year-olds, burning them alive. Now, thankfully, the Trump administration has just filed felony charges against this illegal immigrant to prevent his release back into the U.S. Meanwhile, in New Mexico, the state Supreme Court just barred a judge from the bench after an alleged Tren de Aragua gang member was arrested at his home. By the way, can you believe all this is happening in your country? What did I say? Biden, Kamala Harris, Mayorkas, they all have blood on their hands. They allowed this to happen and then lied to all of you for 4 years. Take a look at your screen. The judge was pictured with his arms around the suspected gang member. who entered our country illegally under Biden and Harris in 2023, and then in New York City. Thanks to Biden's wide open borders, well, there are so many violent illegal immigrants inside our country that a rival gang to Tren de Aragua has already formed and is now committing a series of chilling crimes in that city. So far, 27 have been indicted on sex trafficking, drug trafficking, and firearms charges. But they are not the only violent offenders who have been roaming the streets. Now, this has been going on for years, and thanks to the Democrats' open borders policy, or their silence and their outright lying about what's been going on the last 4 years. Look at the headline, New York Post, quote, Trump's mass deportation raids result in a 655% spike in arrests of terrorists roaming the U.S., including one of India's most wanted. Now, if we can somehow avoid a large-scale terror attack inside the United States in the next few years, it will be thanks to Donald Trump's tough action on immigration. If it does happen, that's more blood on Kamala's hands, Biden's hands, and Mayorkas's hands, and frankly, the Democrats that also lied to us. If Democrats were still in power, almost none of these terrorist gang members would be deported, and more would likely be pouring in every single day, day in and day out. This is your new radicalized Democratic Party, putting America and your life last every single day. Hey, Sean Hannity here. Hey, click here to subscribe to Fox News YouTube page and catch our hottest interviews and most compelling analysis. You will not get it anywhere else.